Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, go to the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the Discord, in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up. Good morning, Keith, Jeff, what's going on? Be safe driving. Let's let my voice serenade you. Yeah, Kelly. Hope you all are doing well this morning. We have S&P up 42, Dow's up 369, Nasdaq up 141. Billy, looks like so. I had last night Brent, welcome. Yeah, I go live 30 minutes before market open every day, and then I've been going live after market close or during any of the earnings reports. I've been going live a little bit earlier after towards the end of market close due to the earnings reports. We've been capturing those earnings reports. So last night I did make a little bit of money. I mean very little on the S&P futures. I had two contracts of the 33.55 calls. So I only made $55 profit. I wasn't sure because last night I was looking at the futures. I mean, they were cheap though. I mean, the ES was cheap. Let's look at, ES was cheap. I bought them for $1.50, sold them for $2.05. Thought it was pretty good. And I didn't know how much of a pop we were going to get today. I definitely didn't think, but we popped up last night. Let me show you right here. We popped up on this candle here. Was pretty big when you're looking at the time frame here, the 15-minute chart. When you're looking at this, we recovered and then we popped up and then it was kind of stopping up in here. I wasn't sure if it was going to break through or not, so I took my profits and then I went to bed. Tobin, Edwin, what's going on? Welcome, guys. Yeah, we have Disney. I told you guys Disney's going to hit 145 today. We're at 140. It hit 144.95. 144.95. So I guess you could say that's 500. 145. I'm looking at so I do have a Disney 143 call on. Thinking this bounces to be shorting. I don't think you should be shorting anything right now. Even with the coronavirus, we're still going strong. China pumped in like 75 billion into their markets today, and just insane. So Disney, I have the 143 call. My goal here is to take this off for profit. Obviously, take this trade off. Take off the 143 call. Maybe get into some put spreads. So that's what I'm looking at. If you're just joining, say what up. So that's my goal on Disney. Take off the 143 call. I already made money on the 140 call. I'm on the 143 call now. I'll take that off, and I'm going to sell some vertical put spreads on Disney right now, or sometime today. Sometime today we're going to do that. Google, I'm also in Google. I had an iron condor. I needed it to be above 1380 and below 1580. I got a $1.55 credit on there. I'm not actually up 155 out or 100%. That's the option pricing, but I'm going to be up a decent amount because we're at 1434. It did drop down to 1398, which was on the lower end, but bounced back up. Right, Jesse? Yeah, when you're going to be up over $1,000 on Disney, congrats, man. We're here to get that. We're here to get the money, but we want to make smart trades. We just don't want to make. For me, especially with like Tesla, I'll look at Square in a second. Especially on Tesla, it's so easy just to blindly buy calls, and you can do that, and it's fine. But for me, over a period of time, you just can't. It's not really a strategy. So, you can fall into strategy and fall out of strategy. I find that it's easier just to stay within your strategy at all times. Otherwise, you start messing up when the market shifts, when Tesla changes, when the way that it moves changes. Those people that are making money now are all going to lose money. So just be aware, the strategy is not going to always work. It may not fall, but it may just stay flat and burn those thousands tens of $1,000s in premium on, you know what, I don't even know what these premiums are going to go for today. I mean, yesterday at the money for the weeklies, what did it close at? 780. I don't even have enough strikes here open. Close at like 780. These were going for like $31. So $3,100 for these puts, and the call side was going for like $33. So 33, $32. And that's for this week expiration. It had a $104 expected move, you know? So once it lays flat, I mean, those premiums are going to get crushed. People are going to get hurt. Because mostly people, because the premiums are so expensive, they're buying far out of the money options. Eventually it's going to catch up. Take your profits and move on. Yeah, I mean, I haven't found a good day to trade Tesla. I traded it last Friday. It was a quick scalp, you know, but it wasn't. I just don't like those type of trades, you know. I haven't been trading it because then you either get caught up. Let's say you lose, you know, like Tom Sosnoff, you know, then you get caught up just wanting to short and short and short, and don't mean to call anybody out, but at some point you got to tap out. You know what I mean? Square. So right, let's look at Square real quick. Yeah, Square's probably tapping 83. They don't have earnings. They don't have earnings until February 26th, but they filled this gap really nicely here. So I'm gonna see what happens here at like 80, $83, $82. Do you think Google will go up a little bit or stay down? I'm thinking it's gonna go back to flat. I was thinking that it was gonna open around 1450, but we're at 1435, which is pretty close. Looks like it spiked up here for a little bit, but it's gonna be interesting. Disney's still moving up. It's at 144, 145.24. Crazy. Yeah, Tom's getting smoked. Yeah, I mean it's. I don't know why you would keep shorting a stock if you keep getting wrecked on it. You know, eventually, like if you keep doing the same thing and it's not working out, it's not the stock, it's you. The stock's gonna do what it's gonna do. Let's see here. Let's see what this says here. So Tesla surge in pre-market trading, climbing above $900 a share. Elon Musk automaker kept up a blistering stock rally on Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, nobody can believe it. It says, I can't believe this freaking stock. It's insane. Short sellers are scrambling while finding themselves down more than $8 billion since the beginning of the year. Probably margin is probably more than that due to the percentage of interest they're going to have to pay. I wonder how many people are going to be losing their jobs due to this stock this year. Forget the money. How many people are going to be? How many analysts? How many people are going to be losing their stock because of Elon? And Elon doesn't feel bad because all those people were doubting him. I mean, Tesla Q, the whole thing. They were saying, you know, you can't do it, and now look at that smile. This is a big separation for those of us who like to pull out the calculators and look at reality. I mean, it's unrealistic at this point, but what are you going to do? You know, the price is what the price is. Nobody can believe the stock's price. I mean, if I was trading in 1999 and 2000, I mean, I probably would have been. Everyone was probably saying the same thing, except the stock market kept going up until one day it didn't. So, it is what it is. Jesse, I currently am in Disney. I have the 143 call earlier this week, or on Friday. I sold my 140 call. I got into the 143 call. I'm looking to sell my 143 call on Disney and get into some put spreads for earnings. It's so bad. I don't even feel bad for not trading it. Yeah, I mean, the way that I make money in the market is predictability, patterns, and charts that I know that I can win. I don't feel bad about trading stocks that go off the rails or not trading them that go off the rails like that. I mean, Tesla's just going straight up. I mean, it just is what it is. And now someone in our Discord was saying like, oh yeah, and even my grandma was talking about it, and she bought some, and she called her broker and bought some. I mean, if your grandma is talking about it, it's time to get out. You know, same thing happened to Bitcoin. My grandma asked me about Bitcoin, and a couple months later, that thing went dead. You know, like if everyone's talking about it, there's no secret. There's no secret. You know, there's no unless you cash out and you ride, you know, and you're riding it and you get out. But if you're riding it and you're staying in and greed is driving and you're up 6 figures, 7 figures, and you're not cashing out, that's on you, man. It's on you, you know? I mean, there's a lot of people up 6, 7 figures on Tesla right now who have not cashed out. And they're just letting greed drive them, and you know, it may work, but I guarantee all those people are going to lose their money eventually. You know, in the market, you're looking for repeatable processes. You're looking for a process. Like if you work in a business or you own a business, your business is process driven. So why is trading any different? Your process in trading should be there to make money, not lose money. So once you break your process, like if you're at work and you break the process, the company has a potential to lose money. Same thing for you in trading. I'm thinking about doing a spread on Disney. We'll see. But everyone have a great day. Take care, Jesse. I said Disney 146 by the end of the day. It might be 140. It might be 146 before open. Edwin. Yo, Mason. If you're just joining, say what up. Hit the like button. Appreciate it. Dan Lee, what's going on? Tobin, AMD. Here we go. Google's pushing up to 1440 right now. That's good for my premiums. Let's see. AMD. Yeah, so we need AMD to break like 48.90 to break out of this descent here. So ideally, like if it breaks 48.90, let's just call it 40. Let's just call it 49. Breaks 49. It did. Look for permission. So I would actually look for a position on here. Maybe bullish strangle just to protect yourself. Maybe buy some, like on AMD, buy some cheap puts. Like on AMD, what I would probably do, depending on what the pricing is, go in the next week, maybe get like the 49 and then hedge it with like the 44 or the 44 and a half, something like that. $1.42. I'd probably look at something like that on AMD for myself. But right now, I'm probably just going to be concentrating on Google and Disney. Let me get the chart here. We also have Snap and Chipotle. Stopped to get out of Google. Yeah, maybe I can get out of my bag. Yeah, I don't know. So Google. So since I have such a wide spread on Google, I might need to sell it in pieces. So what I mean by that, like if you go to Google, I might have to close the calls out separately, create an order for the calls, and then create an order for the puts separately. I don't think anyone's gonna be buying my 200 point wide iron condor. Let's see where Snap is right now. How did a burrito company get valued so high? I don't know, what is their market cap? Let's see here. CMG market cap. So Chipotle's market cap is what? 24 billion? Yeah, I mean, it's quite a bit. Call sweep on. I did see them, Sonny. 470K. Yo, Colin, what's going on? Crazy Snap. Yeah, so Snap right now, 1861. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to trade Snap. I don't know how to price Snap. But yeah, Disney. I mean, I think Disney. So if I sell some vertical put spreads, so I'm going to sell my 143 call, and depending on what premium is going to be, I don't know. Maybe next week buy like maybe for next week, buy like the 155s for like $1, something like that. Could do. So might sell some put spreads in there and buy like a call out of the money. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I've already made some money on there, so we're not looking to risk the bag. We're just trying to add a little bit to it. But so far the earnings place has been going pretty well. Amazon hit the 100% winner. Google looks like to be a winner now. So being selective in your earnings, don't feel bad for not playing a certain earnings. You know, being selective in your earnings is the goal. You don't want to trade every single earnings because you're gonna get screwed. Yo, Nicholas, what's going on? Yeah, Facebook right now, does Facebook recover it at all? A little bit, but it's been pretty slow. Yeah, Facebook has not really see what happens. See if it can get a bounce here. One stock that surprised me yesterday was Alibaba. But due to the coronavirus, went from 204 up to 221 now. I mean, it closed yesterday at 213, up to 221. This would have been a great stock for Strangles. I love Strangles on Alibaba. I didn't play it. You know, when the chart on Alibaba starts looking this choppy, this is Strangle City. Strangle City. This is what you want to do. You want to put a strangle on Alibaba. Trust me. I've traded a lot of Alibaba strangles, and when volatility kicks in like this, you're gonna be making 100%, no problem. Yo, Boris. PTON looking poised for a squeeze, been holding calls. I shorted a little bit like a month ago, but I haven't looked at it since then. Yeah, it's starting to make higher lows. So it's made a low at 26, then it made a low at 27, then a low at 29, and now, you know, I'd like to see if it can kind of complete, maybe pull back to 31 to make another low before pushing back up. And then it's got to break this like 33.50 area for it to really break that downtrend there. Think Apple will have a rebound to 320s again? I do. I mean, it's already at 315 this morning. Might even get there today. You know, it's a good thing it's a good thing to have regrets. The only regret is that you didn't buy more. I mean, that's a good thing. You know, that means you're right on the money. Yeah, SPY. Yeah, Apple had an aggressive drop because it said they were closing stores and stuff in China. So SPY is at 327-ish. So we're right back at the top of the range. We pretty much recovered. I mean, this is still downtrending, so you want to be careful. But this right here is back at the top of the range. If this pushes up to 330, I mean, we're good. The other stock, what was the stock I was thinking? Roku. Roku as well. I've been very careful about it because the pattern is still downtrending here. I've been looking at it, waiting for it to see what happened. I mean, it hit 120, bounced back up to 129, which is pretty impressive. But the highs are still lower. You see, so I've been staying out of Roku, especially for swinging. Day trading, I think you're okay to buy the dip, but swinging is a little bit more difficult, I would say. Wasn't sure if they scared people out of it. Yeah. No, I mean Apple's not going anywhere. Boeing as well. Boeing's at the bottom of the range on the 52-week. We're still, 302 was the bottom. We're at 316. It's at 317. It's still downtrending. We needed to get back above 335 area. That's what we're looking for. Otherwise, this could still fade. Like yesterday, we had a strong day in the markets. Yesterday, this thing popped up but faded all day. Yeah, you got to be careful about Roku right now. Going long Roku overnight. Day trading, going long Roku seems like a good plan. Going long overnight, swing trading does not. You have to differentiate what's a good swing trade and what's a good day trade. They're not the same. Let's see where Tesla's at now. So it hit 908. It's currently at 883. You know, it's kind of like there's always going to be really huge pushes before the drop, and that's probably why people are still laying in short. But I mean, you gotta be careful. To have the chart, have this bar make all these candles look small is crazy. Like without that, we were. Well, even with that, let's go back to like the normal range. Let's go back to like a normal range on it. I mean, these are pretty massive gap ups from like 250 to 300 and stuff like that, but ridiculous. So we'll see what happens right now. S&Ps are up 40, Dow's up 349, Nasdaq up 135. How long before Google gets back to 1450? I think maybe at open it'll push up to 1450, but it's hard to say. I think Google may just lay flat today. I don't know if it's actually going to push back up to 1480, 1475.80, but we'll see if there's buyers. I mean, it's a very green day so far. We'll see what happens. But I think Google is going to open up around 1450. How about the Iowa caucus? They still haven't announced a winner. I mean, how many years have we been doing this? And they have one job is to count the votes, and they couldn't count the votes. How many years has America been doing this? So, all because of an app no one knew how to use, and then they were calling in, and the app didn't work. I mean, they need to let some younger people run some of this, because that's what happens. They need to like the problem is they can't outsource to like Amazon or Google or anything like that. But they need the government. I think they need to have a tech team with fresh ideas with younger people to generate these apps and all that kind of thing, because you know, when you have a bunch of 80-year-old men making the decision, this is what happens. They don't understand the technology. They didn't test. It's flawed. And now, you know, the Democrats want Trump out so bad, but they can't even agree on a vote. You know what I mean? Like, they can't even. So I mean, like, when Democrats are so mad that Trump is in office still, they had every single opportunity to take him out, but they do stuff like that, and it's just ridiculous, you know? Someone told me 50 F's to use a count of ballots in Iowa in a fierceness of angry for. Anything to screw Bernie. Caucuses are silly. I should have held my Microsoft. Yo, man, what's up? It's rigged. They don't want Sanders. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I know they screwed Sanders in 2016. He's getting screwed again, and also, even if they did announce like yesterday, it was going to be so late that his victory speech, quote unquote, was going to be so late that nobody was going to watch it. He missed any candidate missed primetime television to do their speech. You know, it's like, what do you think about the discussion of the team developing the app are Sanders haters? I mean, I don't know. I think there's speculation. Like, on the outside, nobody really knows. I mean, obviously, everybody has their own political beliefs. I have my own political beliefs. You have your own political beliefs. And you can't tell someone. I mean, I guess you can. I mean, how are you going to find an American that doesn't have a political belief to work on it? You know what I mean? Unless you're hiring people from outside of the U.S., but you don't want to do that on election deciding technology. So I mean, there's a lot of factors on, you know, who you allow to work on this and who you don't allow to work on this, because then, you know, next thing we know, it was built by the Russians, and here we are. You know, like we don't know. And then we have the whole 2016 thing going again. So I don't know. We don't know. We can't comment on what we don't know. All we know is that they crapped the bed hard. Let's keep this chat trading and less about politics. Nothing about politics. This is just This is impacting the stock market. So what happens in politics if they announce that, if you guys have never traded an election year, any sort of political news that comes out is going to impact the stock market. So that's why you need to stay up to date on your political news. I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins the caucus. What I care about is what happens to the stock market. If you guys traded Trump and Hillary, you know the stock market was all over the place. Every single news, every single poll, every single survey, the stock market moved on political. The stock market did not care one single bit about earnings. It didn't care about valuations. It cared about who was going to win the presidency. So that's why we're getting into that mode right now, because we're going to have a sprint to November, and the stock market is going to be heavily influenced on whether Trump is going to win or somebody else. So that's why you need to be careful, especially if you're trading SPY, any of the indexes, anything like that. You need to be careful, because you can get a lot of people get screwed with the political news. It's like the tariff news, the trade war news. A lot of people are going to get screwed. So politics influence the market. So many gaps higher, I can't make up my mind on what to buy. Yeah, I mean, the market just keeps on moving up. So we have about, let's see here, we have 2 minutes to the market opens. We got Google at 1440, Disney's at 145.34. I think it's pushing, here we go. Told you guys, it's going to push 150. Here we go, 1450. Yeah, Google's going to screw premium buyers. We'll see what happens here, but we got S&P's up 40 still. Tesla's moving up. Let's get Tesla in here. Tesla at 883 right now. Close at 780. See what happens. Yeah, Google had okay earnings, but that's probably why it's gonna be flat. That's why Google ran $50 during market hours yesterday. So that's why when the market was open, it ran $49. So that's why it was good to sell premium in there. Because it ran so much, and the expected move on Google was still $90. Yo, Joshua, if you guys are ready to get paid, comment get paid, leave a like. I definitely appreciate it. Let's get this going. I feel like it's going to be a sell day still. I don't know. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. I haven't been shorting. I've just been looking for buy opportunities. It seems to be going okay. Stunks go. All right, go to the Tasty app. Keith, take care. Make that money. See what happens. The market is opening right now. Yeah, Google's at 1452. It's nice. Yeah, Joshua, we're watching it live. All right, here we go. Market is open. Okay, we'll see what's going on. So Disney, I did notice that Disney doesn't open their options right at market open. I'm gonna try to get a fill on. I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting a fill on Google. I put a 5-cent order in for Google, but The pricing is all over the place. If you look at this, it's saying I'm up 224, but my max profit on it is only a dollar 55, 255 or 155. So it's all messed up. Probably gonna get out. I'm probably gonna get out of Disney right now. All right, got out of Disney. So I just locked in. All right, we just locked in 215 on Disney. So Diz we bought for 315, sold for 530. So I'm going to be looking for our earnings play on that. So that's nice. Probably could have closed out a little bit earlier, but it's all good. So I don't think we'll see what happens to Google if we're going to get a fill here. Premiums all over the place. So yeah, we made 215 on Disney, made 55 on S&P futures. We're up pretty good on on Google. So you know it's gonna be about a $400 day. Not bad. Not bad. Now the thing is, one thing that you have to notice is when you make money, you got to keep it. Don't overtrade. If you're up a lot of money, don't overtrade. Leave. I'm probably gonna go get a haircut and then come back and trade some Disney. So I'm gonna try to get out of Google. Choking. Whew. Coffee went down wrong. Whew. Almost didn't make it. All right, guys, stay safe, stay green. Toss for cert.